C is the lowest note in the chord. I'm just going to take it off the bottom of the chord there and put it up here. We still got a C chord, but the notes are arranged differently. Now we have the third in the bass, it's called. We can invert it again. And we still have a C chord, but now the fifth is the lowest note, or in the bass. If we invert it again, we're back to where we started, except we're an octave higher. Alright, so we've got 1, 3, 5. In this inversion we've got 3, 5, 1, 5, 1, 3. There are 3 different notes, 1, 3, and 5. Here we've got 1 on the bottom, 3 on the bottom, and 5 on the bottom. Conversely, we have 5 on top, 1 on top, and 3 on top. The highest note of a chord is what's heard as the melody. So when you play guitar chords, a lot of times what you're hearing is not the key note on top of the chord. You may be hearing the third or the fifth of the note. C chord, using the open G string. First inversion with the E on the bottom, then the open G string, then the C up here. Second inversion, starting with the open G string, then the C, and then the E open string. Alright, here's our form 2 chord. I'd like to start this with an open A chord, open string A chord. And then we move it up the neck. However, we have to remember to move the open A string up also. So we got A, B flat, B, and here's our C chord. Rooted on C, there's the fifth, there's the octave, and there's the third. So it's voiced 1, 5, 1, 3. Alright, here's a form 3 chord. Voiced 1, then the octave, which by the way is how you learn the notes on the 4th string. 2 strings and 2 frets higher is the octave of whatever note this is. If this is C, there's C the octave. Anyway, here's 1, 3, and 5. Here's another 1. So when you play the bar chord, you're putting a fifth in there. There's your 1, 3, 5. And there's another 1 up on top. The actual chord itself looks like that. So the form 1 chord has got a 1 on top. The form 2 chord has got a 3 on top. And the form 3 chord has got the 5 on top. Here's some chord inversions. There's a form 2 chord, and if we put 1, 2, 3 on the bottom, now we've got a voicing that's 3, 5, 1, and 3. So we've got a doubled third. Here's a 1, 3, 5 that's the upper part of a form 3 chord, and we can put a 5 below it, and we've got a second inversion. So there's root, third in the bass, and fifth in the bass. Adding thirds above a tone like that is called harmonizing the melody. If this were the melody, this would be a way to harmonize the melody. It's not the only way to do it. We can invert this. Let's put this third down here. So if our melody went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, our harmony then could go conceivably 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3. And we'd be playing the Phrygian mode for the melody. major, minor, minor, major, major, minor, and minor. The names of the intervals from 1 to 2 in a major scale is what's called a major second. From 1 to 3 is what's called a major third. We'll skip 4 and 5 for now. 6 is a major sixth. 7 is a major seventh. And 8 is a perfect octave, which happens to be what you call 4 and 5.